Hello, Storytime friends. I brought with me today a rhyme for us to start off with, and then a little bit longer story. And our rhyme is going to give us a clue about what today's story is all about. Are you ready to find out? All right, I'm going to sit down here and you'll be able to see who is in our story today. Tip this back here so you can see me. And who else do you see? That's right. Lots of puppy dogs. What do you notice about these puppy dogs? Yeah, they're all wearing sweaters with different patterns on them. Let's count how many pups there are. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 way down here, where you can't quite even see his legs. So there they are, all of our 6 puppies. We need to help them line up in the right order for the parade. So our rhyme is going to tell us what order they go in. So the rhyme goes like this. Short dogs, long dogs, sweater wearing pups. Let's find one wearing blue and green stripes and help him line up. Can you see a dog who's wearing a sweater with blue and green stripes on it? Stripes. Is it this one? No, that one's got bones on it, doesn't it? Like dog biscuits. How about if I picked this one? No? Yeah, you're right. That one's got yellow hearts on it. A green sweater with yellow hearts. I bet you it's this one. Because see, there are stripes. There's kind of a teal color, and then green, and then dark blue, and then green again, and light green. So the circles are going round and round and round that dog. Okay, let's help him line up. Here we go. We'll put him right at the head of the parade. All right, let's find out who goes next. Short dogs, long dogs, sweater wearing pups. Let's find one wearing polka dots and help him line up. I'm going to move this just a little closer so that you can see all the patterns, because some of these are not showing up great on the monitor. Can you guys see the one with the polka dots? Round circles. They're a little hard to see. I think it's this puppy who's supposed to go next. See, there's light green circles, big ones and little ones on top of his sweater. All right, so he's next. That means we have 1, 2 puppies on parade. Let's try it again and find out who goes next. Short dogs, long dogs, sweater wearing pups. Let's find one wearing flowers and help her line up. Do you see one that has flowers on the sweater? That one has the bones, like we talked about earlier. I think this one is different stripes from our first stripe wearing guy. Is it that one? Yes, I think you're right, it is. A dark pink sweater with light pink flowers on it. All right, let's add her right up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3 puppies. They're taking up the whole top of our flannel board. I think our other dogs are going to have to line up and make a curve around. All right, let's see who's next. Short dogs, long dogs, sweater wearing pups. Let's find one wearing yellow hearts and help it line up. Let's see. Well, this one has yellow, but no hearts, does it? That's a yellow striped sweater. Yellow and green and orange. And this has yellow, but it's the bones that are yellow. So if it's not either of those two, it must be this puppy over here. Yes, a green sweater with yellow hearts on it. So we're going to put this puppy next in line. And that puppy is going to follow around behind those three. So that just leaves us two more. Who should we put in next? You think the bone one? Okay, let's do it. Short dogs, long dogs, sweater wearing pups. Let's find one wearing bones and help her line up. She's almost in line already. There we go. And I think we did the work. She's right in line with our last one, the yellow and orange sweater wearing dog. So I think they have lined up to be a puppy parade. Should we count them and make sure we got all of them? I think we started with six puppies. So let's see if we put them all in the right order. Let's start at the back here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puppies on parade. Yay! Thank you for helping me put those puppies in the right order. I think now it is time for us to hear our story. Who do you think our story has in it? Yep, you're right. It's got a dog. It's got a detective dog in it. This is by Julia Donaldson, and the illustrations are done by Sarah Ogilvie. And we are sharing this courtesy of Macmillan Publishing. Thanks for letting us share. What is that puppy looking at? Looks like a bookshelf. Do you suppose that puppy is in the library? Let's find out. There she is, sniffing along, hanging her head out the window, smelling the breeze. The Detective Dog by Julia Donaldson, illustrated by Sarah Ogilvie. There once was a dog with a keen sense of smell. She was known far and wide as Detective Dog Nell. Time after time, Nell the detective solved crime after crime. Who threw the hazelnuts down from the trees? Yes, the squirrels did. And who took the honey away from the bees? Naughty little mouse wants a sweet treat. Those bees are not going to be happy. Who left the poo on the new gravel path? Oh, I think Nell is blaming the kitty. How did the spider get into the bath? And more importantly, how is the spider going to get out before we need to take a bath? I do not like to take a bath with spiders. I bet you don't either. With a wag of her tail, Nell the detective was hot on the trail. Nell shared her house with a person called Peter, a very nice child, though he could have been neater. And 6-year-old Peter was one of those boys who kept on misplacing his clothes and his toys. nose to the ground. These are the things that Detective Dog found. She found the bus in the bowl and the book in the bed, a sock in the sofa, the shoe in the shed. Is that where socks and shoes belong? No. That Peter, he's got things all messed up, doesn't he? She found the tumble-down teddy, the bounce-away ball. Oh my goodness, it bounced into the toilet. It's a good thing she was there to pull it out. Nell, the detective, discovered them all. Now Nell did detection from Tuesday till Sunday, but she did something totally different each Monday. She found Peter's bag and she tracked down her lead, where she set off for school, and she heard children read. The children loved reading their stories to Nell, and Nell loved to listen and also to smell. Look, she's got her nose up in the air. Mixed in the air were Play-Doh and pudding and newly washed hair, the crusts in the trash and the coats on the hooks. But the best smell of all was the smell of the books. I would never have noticed the bread crusts in the trash, but Nell can smell them. There's the Play-Doh that she smells, and the coats on the hook. There were books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes who turned into frogs, books about dragons, and books about dogs. But then came a Monday when all was not well. Nell sniffed the air, and she smelled the wrong smell. Into the classroom, the two of them hurried and found Mr. Jones looking terribly worried. He tugged at his hair and he let out a sigh. Peter looked around and he started to cry. What was going on? The books, cried out Peter. The books are all gone. Where could they have gone? Nell gave a growl when she heard the bad news, but then started sniffing and searching for clues. On the bookshelf, a cap. The thief must have dropped it, the terrible chap. Nell sniffed the cap, then she tugged on her lead, and woof, she was off at astonishing speed. Here they go. Look at that. They're making a parade, just like our puppies did. A detective dog parade. Everyone followed Detective Dog Nell. She stopped at the traffic light. What could she smell? Haddock and hay, pizza and penguins, and further away, the smell of the thief, and, how very exciting, thousands of pages, all covered in writing. So she can smell haddock, which is a kind of fish, and hay, pizza and penguins, and books. Let's see if she finds them. Look, you can see the smell wafting through the air. Nell sticking her nose up and smelling it. Then woof, they were off, with no time for a stop. Past the farm, that must be where the hay smell came from, and the zoo, and the fry and pie shop. That's where the pizza smell came from. And look, I see the penguins. They're lined up outside the fish shop. There they are. The penguins are getting their lunch of fish. Except that penguin. He's going out the back door with a pizza. Did you know penguins like pizza? Me neither. Here they come, following Nell. They raced through a field where the rabbits smelled good, then over a golf course and into a wood. They thrashed through the undergrowth, leafy and dense, till they came to a gate in an old wooden fence. Then Nell started growling and pricked up an ear. She's lifted up her ear to hear better. She barked, and the bark meant, "The thief is in here!" They flung the gate open, and Peter cried, "Look!" For there sat a man with his nose in a book. There were many more books poking out of a sack, and the children yelled, "Those are our books! Give them back!" The book thief looked sad. "I'm sorry," he sniffled. "I know I've been bad. Stealing is wrong, but I just meant to borrow. I was planning to give all the books back tomorrow." To borrow. To borrow. Nell pricked up an ear. She barked, and the bark meant, "I've got an idea." What could Nell's idea be? An idea about books and borrowing? Can you make a guess? And woof, she was off, and away they all sped, including the book thief, who told them, "I'm Ted." They raced through the wood and over the field where the rabbits smelled good. They panted and puffed past the fry and pie shop, the zoo and the farmyard with never a stop. Here they go past the fry and pie shop, and they hook around and go past the zoo. The elephant is keeping track of them. Till they came to a building with doors open wide. And what did they see when they all went inside? Thousands of books! From the floor to the ceiling, the books gave the thief the most heavenly feeling. Look at him. He is surprised at so many books. He gazed in amazement. "Where am I?" he said. And Peter replied, "In the library, Ted. You can join if you want to. There isn't a fee, and then you can take lots of books out for free." So Ted has a lovely new library card, and he sits reading books in his little backyard. Oh, he's got a whole stack of them here. He's reading to the cat. Looks like he's reading a book about gardening. I see carrots and potatoes on the cover of that book. And when it's a Monday, Detective Dog Nell visits the school with the wonderful smell. With a faraway look, she smells and she listens to book after book. Books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes who turn into frogs, books about dragons, and books about dogs. There's a dog, just like the dogs in our rhyme. A long dog who is short. All the old books and a new one as well. The story of daring Detective Dog Nell. Look, he's written a book all about their adventure finding those books. And that book is called The Detective Dog. Just like the book that we've been reading. That was some pretty excellent crime solving with Detective Dog Nell, wasn't it? Thanks for helping me with story time with our rhyme about the dogs on parade and the detective dog. If you like this story and want to read it again, you have lots of different options for doing that. You can put in a request for curbside pickup of the detective dog. We now have appointments available where you can visit the library and choose your own books, and this would be one of them that you could choose. So either one of those are good options for you. Give us a call at 715-723-1146, extension 2, if you want to set up an appointment, or you can do that on our website as well. So tell your grown-up it's time to visit the library.